In the retail world right now, a lot of companies are just trying to stay afloat. But home goods giant Williams-Sonoma, they're doing more than that. They're actually thriving. Based on their CEO's latest update, they are putting up some seriously impressive numbers. So what's their secret? Let's get into it.
All right, here's our roadmap. We'll kick things off with their incredible market performance. Then, we'll unpack the three-part strategy that's making it all happen. We'll take a quick tour of their brands, uncover their secret weapon, which is all about AI, and wrap up with how they're dealing with the huge challenge of tariffs.
So, first up, let's talk about the big picture. In a market where a lot of others are struggling, Williams-Sonoma is really pulling ahead. The numbers truly speak for themselves. And this quote from the CEO, Alber, really says it all. The rest of the industry is actually shrinking, but they're growing and taking a bigger piece of the pie. That's a really powerful position to be in. The proof is right here. A 4% jump in comparable brand revenue for the quarter. Now, what that basically means is their existing stores are selling more. Customers are actively choosing them, and that's a fantastic sign of a healthy business. But this is where things get really impressive. They're maintaining a 17% operating margin, even with costs going up everywhere. To put that in perspective, that is way above the industry average. It just shows how incredibly efficient their operation is. And they're not just selling to us, the everyday shoppers. Their business-to-business division is absolutely on fire, growing 9% this quarter. That is such a smart move. It gives them another major source of revenue and makes them way more resilient. Okay, so you're probably wondering, how in the world are they pulling this off? Well, it's not luck. It all comes down to a super clear three-part strategy that's driving all this success. And here it is, their playbook. It's simple, but so effective. Number 1, a laser focus on growth. Number 2, obsession with customer service. And we're going to see how they're using some cool tech to do that. And number 3, serious discipline on costs, which makes sure all that growth is actually profitable. Now let's see how this strategy is actually working across their amazing family of brands. Because it's not just one hero here, it's the whole team that's delivering these results. Would you look at that? Every single one of their brands saw positive growth. But the absolute star of the show is the main Williams-Sonoma brand, with a massive 7.3% comp. The flagship is just firing on all cylinders. And you can see West Elm and Pottery Barn are posting really solid numbers too. This shows you the strength across their entire portfolio. And remember that booming B2B business we talked about? Well, here's who they're working with. We're talking about the big leagues: Google, WeWork, PayPal. I mean, getting contracts with companies like that is a huge vote of confidence in their quality and design. And it's not just the big household names either. Their up-and-coming brands like Rejuvenation and Mark & Graham are crushing it, delivering combined double-digit growth. This is their pipeline for the future, and let me tell you, it is looking very, very strong. So, we've seen the impressive numbers, we've seen the smart strategy, but there's another piece to this puzzle. A totally modern advantage that's giving them a serious edge over the competition. So what is this secret weapon that's helping them drive down costs while also pushing up sales? Well, let's take a look at how they're putting technology to work. The answer is AI, and the results are just staggering. By using AI-powered chat, they've slashed the time it takes to solve a customer's problem from 23 minutes all the way down to 5. And here's the kicker. 60% of those chats are handled without a human ever getting involved. That's a huge win-win. And they're not just using AI behind the scenes. They're bringing it right to the customer. Meet Olive, their AI culinary companion that helps you plan meals, find recipes, and even shop for what you need. It's a brilliant move that really solidifies their brand as an authority in the kitchen. All right, finally, being successful isn't just about playing offense. You need a good defense, too. And for Williams-Sonoma, one of the biggest challenges out there is tariffs, those taxes on imported goods. Let's see how they're tackling this head-on. They are definitely not just sitting back and taking the hit. They have a super proactive 6-point plan to deal with tariffs. This covers everything from negotiating with their suppliers to finding new places to make their goods and even boosting their Made in the USA collection. It's a really smart, comprehensive approach to a very complex problem. So what's the big takeaway from the Williams-Sonoma story? It's really a masterclass in how a legacy retailer can do more than just survive. They can totally thrive in today's tough market. It's a story of smart strategy, powerful brands, and a real embrace of innovation. And it leaves us with one last question to think about. In the world that's always changing, what are the real ingredients for building a business that's truly built to last?